go to school, a party, or an event, I always find myself wanting to dress more in streetwear clothes than anything else. I say that because clothes are oftentimes a reflection of how you want to present yourself to the outside world. Some of us, I believe, have those preppy days where we just want to dress nice and button that shirt all the way up. Others have those bummy days where we just want to wear hoodies and sweats. As a person who has heavily researched the streetwear culture, I've noticed that they have an impact on the fashion industry and on myself as well. I believe that streetwear brands are a rising culture that are impacting the fashion industry in different ways. Today I'll be discussing Sean Stussy, James Jebbia, and Virgil Abloh, and their different contributions to the fashion industry. Sean Stussy first pioneered the skater look, impacting so many different streetwear brands today. He first acquired the idea from combining the surfer culture along with the fashion in England, thus creating Stussy. He states in a 2011 interview with BBC News that the Stussy is considered an international tribe. The tribe term is something he believes has a positive connotation and is something that everyone can be a part of. The Stussy culture thrived in an era where it was costly to provide marketing for the brand. So the brand utilized its rarity of the brand and its popularity spread through word of mouth. Stussy is known for two major iconic pieces, the first being the tour t-shirt and the second being the signature that is the brand's logo. The tour t-shirt contains different fashion capitals of the world. Different fashion capitals of the world, each having their own different definition of fashion. I believe that the tour t-shirt can not only be an iconic piece in a person's closet, but it can also define Stussy as a brand that isn't just limited to one city. The logo is also iconic, known for its signature skater-esque style. The brand thrives off the DIY aesthetic and became famous off of its simplistic designs and rebellious nature. Some of the ideas Stussy provided in the late 80s and 90s paved the way for brands like Supreme. James Jebbia thrives off of the skater look, but is also paving way for other streetwear brands to dive into the realm of high-end and designer brands. Supreme is James Jebbia's brand and is known for its seasonal releases, outlandish products, and many different collaborations with other streetwear brands or high-end designer brands. According to Robert Sullivan's 2017 article, The History of Supreme, Jebbia considers his clothing as a form of music, each having its own kind of style and suiting different kinds of people. This idea of being unique to each person is what inspired Jebbia to expand his brand and not limit his brand to only just streetwear. Supreme is known for its outlandish seasonal releases. These releases are something Jebbia considers to be an event. When he releases his clothing, he notices that there are many different kinds and types of people that line up for his clothing outside. Supreme was one of the first brands to begin collaborating with a high-end designer brand. The collaboration between Supreme and Louis Vuitton is also worth noting when talking about Supreme. Supreme shocked the world with the release of the brand with the collaboration, and soon other brands followed suit. Brands such as Gucci, Chanel, and Balenciaga all wanted to collab with other streetwear brands. Supreme proved that skater brands should not be limited to only one style. The major collaborations between the two generally define Supreme as a brand that is ordinary but doing extraordinary collaborations. Supreme proved that streetwear and designer brands can coexist in the same world. Off-White takes those ideas and makes it into its own. Virgil Abloh's unique style of the brand Off-White differs from both Stussy and Supreme in different ways. Off-White was created in 2013 with the brand drawing inspiration from Kanye West and Kanye West's respective clothing line. According to Christopher Morency's 2016 article, The Unlikely Success of Virgil Abloh, he states that Abloh intended to add an intellectual layer and make streetwear credible again. Off-White combines the best of both worlds, providing an edgy street look along with high-end fabrication. Off-White's motto is also something to take into consideration when discussing the brand. The motto being that Off-White is defining the gray area between black and white as the brand Off-White. This definition is something Abloh considers to be a different definition for each and every person, and something he doesn't define himself. Off-White contains two major iconic pieces in clothing. The first being the Off-White Nike collaboration, and the second being Off-White stripes. The Off-White Nike collaboration is a perfect demonstration as to where the fashion industry and the streetwear industry is heading towards in the future. This shows that streetwear brands can become a part of a high-end fashion and not just seen as just streetwear. The Off-White stripes are also offer more of a simplistic design. Whether it is the stripes or the sneakers, they show that a luxurious brand doesn't have to be unnecessarily extra and can still stick to being simple and thrive off of it. Before ending today's speech, I'd like to offer some closing remarks. Sean Stussy proved that the skater look is a timeless look. Supreme took that look and changed the game with its major collaborations with a high-end designer brand. And then Off-White took both of those ideas and flipped it and made it into his own. I believe that all these brands are becoming a part of a rising culture that is impacting the fashion industry and the streetwear industry. But at the end of the day, as you're deciding on what shoes to wear and what shirts to match, I believe to take a moment and be unique, because that's something that all these brands have instilled upon me. Thank you.